What's up, guys? It's Phil and Grubby. We got a special episode today. College starting around. I know a lot of you guys are looking for a cheap budget laptop, especially with college books, textbooks, dorm fees, rent fees, and all that stuff. It can get really expensive. So you guys are probably looking for a cheap laptop that does what you want. And I honestly think buying a Chromebook, specifically a Toshiba 13.3 inch Chromebook, is probably one of the best ways to go, and I'll tell you why. When I first started off college, I went ahead and got a Dell Inspiron 1420 for around $500-600, and honestly, it was a piece of crap. Weighed about 5 pounds, pretty heavy. I mean, that doesn't sound heavy at like right now, but especially when you had that on your back for the whole day, carrying that around from to and from class, and on top with books and papers, it can get real tiring on the back. Just a pain in the ass. And as far as battery life goes, that's probably one of the worst things about it. The battery life, at most, it was like 4 to 5 hours, it was pretty bad. So, and especially with continuous usage, the battery drained real fast. So I think towards the end of its life, it got up to like 30 minutes, so I had to get a replacement battery on that one. So yeah, real piece of crap, and it was cheaply made, plastic, and it had a crack on the cover of it. So yeah, that sucked. So now I went ahead and went with the Toshiba Chromebook 13.3 inch, and has been an awesome purchase, guys. I love it. For one, the 13.3 inch screen size is awesome. Awesome point, because it's not too small and not too big, so really portable, and it's a nice screen size. Not complaining. And as far as weight goes, it's only about 3.3 pounds, so it's very light. I put it in my backpack. I hardly feel anything. Really light laptop. I think one of my favorite things about this laptop is the battery life on this. The battery lasts up to 9 hours, and it's true. I go to class at like 8 a.m. I come back sometimes at around 11 p.m. and honestly, it lasts me the whole day. That's just insane to me. Like, I just hated having my old laptop and just having to find like ports, like outlets, just to be able to use it. And with this thing, I can go ahead, especially with it being really light, I can go ahead around campus, sit anywhere I want, and just be able to use the internet. And as far as specs on this, it has a 2 gigabyte drive, I believe. It's a 1366 times by 768 resolution with 2 gigabyte DDR3 RAM, 1600 megahertz memory speed, and as far as hard drive, is 16 gigabyte flash memory solid state. So not too bad. I ain't complaining. I only got it for $200, so I think it's a great purchase. As far as ports goes, it has a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, 2 USB ports, 1 HDMI port, 1 micro SD slot, AC power plug, and a laptop lock. So that's a pretty cool thing about it. And as far as keyboard goes, I think it feels high quality to me. Looks really nice. Has a nice chiclet style keyboard on top of pretty big screen mouse, a tracking pad. Really responsive, and no complaints to it. And as far as the appearance goes, it has a nice dimple feel on the cover of the laptop, and has this plastic silver look to it. It's made out of plastic, and I think one of the problems is that it flexes a bit when I just flex it. So that's one of the problems. But hey, for $200, I ain't complaining, man. I ain't complaining. I also got comments on this saying, "Is that like, did you just get a new MacBook Air?" I mean, if I'm getting comments that it looks like a MacBook Air, man, and I got it for $200, that's just a plus to me. That's just a plus. And I think one of the problems itself about Chromebooks is that you always have to use the Chromebook browser to be able to use you always have to use the Chromebook browser and always have to be connected to Wi-Fi. But as a college student, your campus mostly should be covered by Wi-Fi, and it's really fast too. So I can go ahead and browse the internet and do all that stuff really fast. And let's be real honest here, guys. When college students use their laptop, like, what do you guys mainly use it for? I know for one, a lot of college students, they use the internet. They use the laptop just to browse the internet, and most of them are just checking out Facebook, Wikipedia, Yahoo.com, or like Twitter, all that stuff, all that social media, and the Chromebook does all of that. So I think it's a great purchase. It does all that, everything that you need, and as far as music goes, like, you can't really store much onto it, but it does have a drive, like a cloud drive that you can use. And as far as music goes, I just use Spotify for me. I go ahead and use Spotify, click on like the top listing, and just listen to cool music. So that's a huge plus to me. And I use other laptops before, like other Chromebooks, and for me, like my sister personally has a Samsung Chromebook, I think like 11 inch, and I think that's pretty good as well. So as far as purchases go, I think you can't go wrong with the Chromebook. Great purchase, really cheap, light, and portable. Lasts forever. Like what more can you ask for though? Like it's probably one of the main things I look for in a laptop, and I think it worked really well for me because I personally have a home built computer that I use. So anything that requires a lot of usage, a lot of power, I just go ahead and then just use it on my my home computer. And especially with editing videos and stuff, I mean, who wants to edit videos on a 13 point like a small screen, you know? I'd rather go ahead and like just use like a big screen computer that has a lot more horsepower to it and run multiple programs. So I think Chromebooks is a great supplement to your main computer. Really great. There's no need to buy all that like $1,000, $1,300 laptop, especially as a college student. I mean, you guys most of you guys don't really use it. Like most of you guys don't use all that features. It's just pointless to me personally. But I mean, what do you guys think about this? Like, do you guys personally like Chromebooks, or do you guys hate it? Tell me what you guys think. For me, I think Toshiba 13.3 inch Chromebook is the best purchase. I personally love it. No complaints at all about it. Only problem I would say is just the flex. It's kind of cheaply made, sort of, but for $200, I ain't complaining. Well, thanks for watching, guys.